guys, it's Alice, and I want to make this video really quick where I review NXT Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling from last night. I have a lot to do today, so I want to make this video short and sweet and not going through a tangent like I usually do, right? So first let's start with Lucha Underground. So what I wanted to discuss first on Underground was that a wrestler who competes in indie wrestling here in Texas, his name is AR Fox. He's one of the most loved wrestlers at VIP, which is basically an independent wrestling promotion here in Texas. He made his debut on Lucha Underground on Wednesday night, and when my friend and I who are watching it, when we found out that it in fact was him, we were so happy for him because he finally made it to a huge popular TV pro wrestling show. And also want to discuss let's see what else happened. It was Drago versus Phoenix versus Aerostar, and the winner will be entered in at number 20 in Aztec Warfare, which happens here in about 4 weeks. While the two who didn't win, they wouldn't be in the match. They would only have to watch it from afar. So so both me and my friend thought that's a great way to build up attention and steam between those trios champions by having them compete for the spot with the highest chance of winning. So on to NXT. Let's see. So the first match that comes to mind in NXT this week was was a member of Sanity, member of Sanity, the new debuting faction in NXT with Eric Young. She faced a jobber who I don't really care what her name is. I mean, it's a jobber. So basically, what that means is that a jobber means is someone who gets paid to lose. So it seems wrong, but then again it is. But then again it is the world of pro wrestling. And then the last segment was Shinsuke Nakamura was Nakamura speaking for the first time after Joe attacked him, where he basically said that Joe, while you have temporarily put me down, you can't ever keep me down. And then the last thing that I want to discuss on NXT was Austin Aries and his partner for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament Classic, Mr. ROH himself, you guessed it, Roderick Strong. He is a very famous wrestler, not just in in NXT or ROH, but basically around the world, everyone knows his name. He is one of the greatest wrestlers of strong style, along with, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, and they faced in their match uh, uh, to be honest, I think it was No Way Jose and Rich One, but then again, I may be wrong, so don't quote me on that. And then onto Impact Wrestling. Before I call it a reference video. To the Hardys, defended their TNA World Tag Team titles against Baron Dax and Rafael Barroca of the Tribunal, better known as the Wrestler of War, and Marcus Louis in NXT when they were NXT, of course. And of course, the Hardys won. The Hardys won, and then Maria came out to the ring with Ali and Laurel Van Ness, where Maria basically blamed Ali for her loss against Gail Kim last week on TNA for her rematch for the TNA Knockout Championship, and then but the thing was, when Maria tried to get Ali to say that it was her being Ali's fault, Ali basically did what we all wanted her to do. She stood up to Maria and she said, no, Miss Maria, it wasn't my fault, it was your fault. And I thought that was a huge win for Ali, with her being bullied and be treated like she's a second class, like she's being treated like a second class citizen. To me, that was a huge win in her book. Basically being vocal about her grievances and finally standing up for herself, just like Bayley did to Dana Brooke that won Raw, which I'm sure we all saw, and we felt happy for Bayley, just like we all felt happy for Ali. She deserves that to be treated like a person, and then the main event was actually before that, the first match was Bobby Lashley versus Moose, and the winner would face the winner of the Cody Rhodes versus Eddie Edwards match, and then those two winners would face each other for a TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and then of course, I had a feeling that Lashley would win, and he did. He won. He beat Moose. And then main event was Cody Rhodes challenging Eddie Edwards for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and I really wanted Eddie Edwards to win, and he did. Yeah, he did. Eddie Edwards beat 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 Cody Rhodes, and even though it was a really awesome match, and fans cheered for both Eddie and Cody. Eddie ultimately got the win and retained the finish. I'm really happy for him. Because if he lost the title that quickly, I would have been upset. To have a great wrestler lose the championship in 2 weeks after winning it, that would be pretty stupid, I think. So I'm happy that he won the match. So it will be Eddie Edwards defending against the Destroyer Lashley, and that feeling, and I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen next week, but I'm not quite sure. To see him then. So yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to discuss in this video. Let me know if you let me know what you thought of my opinions, and let me know if you have some of your own. If you do, just leave them down in the comments down below to get a great conversation going. And I will see you guys on Tuesday whenever I review Raw. So I'll be gone for a few days. So but worth it. So.